Proverbs in action, number 1. Number 21 all the way to number 30. Here is the list of words. Ignorance is bliss. It's never too late to learn. You're never too old to learn. It takes two to make a quarrel. It takes two to tango. Like father, like son. Live and let live. Look before you leap. Love is blind. Make hay while the sun shines. A miss is as good as a mile. All that is so true. Alright, let's get this started with. First of all, let's start off with ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Now, ignorance is bliss. This means that you're often happier not knowing about something than you would if you knew about it. Right, here we go. It's Marty's wedding day, but things aren't quite going as planned. The bridesmaid torn her dress, but don't tell Mary. The caterers have dropped the wedding cake. Shall we tell Mary? No. Shall we tell Mary the car is broken down? No, he's fixing it. Shall we tell her what's been going on? I think ignorance is bliss, dear. Let's not. Just pretend if they find out that you had no idea what the heck was going on. Right. Next up, it's never too late to learn, or it's never too old to learn. Now, when it's never too old to learn or it's never too late to learn, that means that no matter how old you are, you can always learn something new. Mrs. Brigg has won quite a lot of money in a lottery. She's decided to do something that she has never done before. She's going to buy a car and learn to drive. Mrs. Briggs is a firm believer that it's never too late to learn, and she's waited a long time for her chance. But if you see her coming, it might be a good idea to keep out of her way. Even the driving instructor, who's more manly than her, is like, "Arg!" At this rate, they'll crash eventually. Next up, we have it takes two to quarrel. Now, it takes two to quarrel or make a quarrel. That means that you really need to go ahead and have it's a quarrel that's never only one person's fault. This quarrel, it's never one person's fault. Like, it's your fault that you went ahead and got agitated, but it's his fault that he created the agitation. James is feeling really bad-tempered and aggressive today. Are you looking at me? No, I'm trying to read that advertisement. He would like to have a really good argument or fight with someone to relieve his feelings. This coffee is freezing cold. I'm sorry, sir. I'll fetch you another one. Unfortunately, it takes two to make a quarrel. Why has your work been so bad lately? So there's only one solution. And another saying, I don't like the way you keep copying me. Sir, that's a mirror. You're arguing with yourself, sir. Don't say that. He's gonna be more bad-tempered eventually after that. Alright, next time we have it takes two to tango. Now, it takes two to tango. Here, it means that two people or groups must be involved in this activity. Two people have to be consentful into this activity or else it wouldn't have happened. Arg! Look what your Lucy did to my Jane. Lucy's been a very naughty girl, but it takes two to tango, Mrs. White. Did Jane ask Lucy to cut her hair? Oh, yeah. They're bad. They're bad kids. Yes, they're bad kids, but you do have to admit, she probably would have fought Lucy if she didn't want her hair to have been cut. Right, next up we have like father, like son. Now, like father, like son, it means that a son tends to be like his own father. Like, if you, in any way, like personality, your achievements, your career, that kind of stuff. Bradley Strong needs to hold his put to win the championship. Yeah, wow! He's done it! Mr. Strong, you won the championship here 20 years ago. This is like father, like son, isn't it? Yes. Except that I'm only won once, and he's going to win lots of times. Yeah. Alright, next up, we have live and let attitude. Now, a live and let attitude pretty much means that, this is number 26 by the way, live and let attitude is like you get on with your own life and you leave other lives alone. You allow people to lead their own lives, whatever they want to do, just as long as it doesn't disturb you. Most of us around here have a live and let live attitude. The people at number 13 weren't very friendly. None of us knew anything about them, but if they liked privacy, that was fine with us. There did seem to be a lot of coming and going late at night, but you have to live and let live, don't you? We were all terribly surprised when the bomb went off in their garage. Nice. Right, next up we have look before you leap. Now, look before you leap. This means that you should probably go ahead and you have to be aware of acting on your impulse. Think carefully of what you're going to do before you do that. Brian and Laura fell in love with the old cottage immediately. They desperately wanted it. Their friends said it was an old building, might have hidden faults. Look before you leap, they said. But the people who were selling the cottage told Brian and Laura how wonderful it was and how happy they had been while they were living there. Brian and Laura bought the cottage that very day. But when winter came, they began to think that their friends might have been right. Wait till summer. After that, well, none of this will happen again. Maybe even sell the house for a little bit higher than what you bought it for. Right on, number 28, we have Love is Blind. Now, love is blind. Yes, love is very blind. You can be very naive if you love someone and not realize that person doesn't love you. That kind of stuff. Well, other than that mushy stuff, you have when you're in love with someone, you cannot see their faults. You cannot see that that person either doesn't like you, literally hates you, or just like abuses you. Like, hey, I know you love me. Give me some money, please. That kind of stuff. They take advantage of things. People are very greedy people. It's so unfair, thought Belinda Jones. I know he didn't do it. This is so obviously not true, she thought. Whose fingerprints were on the gun? The defendant's. Kevin Taylor, the court finds you guilty of... No! Belinda knows that there has been a terrible miscarriage of justice. Sometimes love is blind. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be this blind, though. Next up, we have made hay while the sun shines. Now, made hay while the sun shines, this pretty much means that you have to go ahead and take an advantage of a good opportunity while you haven't. Because, well, if you don't do it, it probably won't last long at all. It was the worst summer people could remember. Every day people got up hoping that the sun would be shining, but usually it would be raining just like the day before. Most people were miserable, but it wasn't quite so bad for people who made and sold umbrellas and raincoats. They made hay while the sun was shining, so to speak. Yeah, they literally did make a lot of hay while the sun was shining. New stock just in. Prices slashed. No one wants this at all. No one wants this at all. Right, next up we have this. A miss is as good as a mile. A miss is as good as a mile. This proverb pretty much means that, well, even though you go ahead and you fail to do something, even if you are, it makes no difference whether you fail to achieve something by a narrow margin or wide margin, because in the end, you failed. Yeah! You failed! That's first time driving school. But why? Because you nearly hit that pedestrian. But I didn't actually hit her, and a miss is as good as a mile. Don't argue with your instructor. You have to go ahead and take the test again next time. And you could take it again. Something I don't understand about driving tests, so is that you have to take that written test and then you have to go ahead and take the car test. But you're not allowed to take it 2 times in a row, like right in a row. These are the next sets of proverbs for next time. Until then, 喜欢 peace. Bye bye. Money isn't everything, money talks.